Blue Jolt was amazing.
Yeah, so there was
Not
a point
Jolt.
in my life where I used to drink that a lot. We would do, like, waitressing at a French club in the basement of a church, um, and we would consume the Jolt.
Yeah, I like lived off Blue Jolt in my 20s, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was
Blue Jolt.
I'm pretty
Right?
sure it was, like, the end of elementary school, the beginning of high school for me. So it was yeah.
That kind of checks around the
Yeah.
timing. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I remember Pepsi Blue made a brief resurgence right around, I want to say, the end of the 90s, so I would have been in my teens, in my mid-teens, and I was like, "Yo, Pepsi Blue, I'm living on that shit all the time." It was cool. It was blue. What are you gonna do? Just drink blue pop.
Right? I mean, blue. Yeah, I drink. I mean, blue things are. Yeah, I mean, I've got blue flavored. This tastes like blue.
Blue is my favorite
What
flavor. I
But
am
they've also
kind of
got
what does
concerned.
blue taste like?
they've also got this one though, which is like tastes like those
One of
like
those
red, white, and blue
popsicles.
Yeah,
popsicles.
yeah, the rockets or
Yeah,
whatever.
it tastes. Yeah,
Rocket
it
Pops.
tastes like. Yeah, it tastes like the rocket ice pops.
So I don't think Jolt was an energy drink. I just
No, it was
Googled
like
it.
a. Yeah, it was like a caffeinated.
It says
It
Jolt
was like super
Cola,
yeah,
carbonated soft drink. This
it was
is
like
what
a super carbonated, super caffeinated
this
drink.
really
Yeah,
worries me.
Like a
It was
placebo.
produced by the Jolt Company, later known as Wet Planet Beverages. I hate that so
Why would you
much.
call yourself that?
Jolt
Oh,
was kind of one of those
Wet
like
Planet
highly
Beverages.
caffeinated pops that kind of started the energy drink craze.
was it like a Mountain Dew?
Some of them tasted like. I mean, the
That's
Blue
one of the
Jolt I think
things I
kind of
could never
tasted like
get
Blue
into
Mountain
was
Dew,
Mountain Dew. Really? I could never get into the Mountain
but it's
Dew.
like the Jolt ones were like really half caffeinated, like cola and off things. It was like the stepping stone between like a normal caffeinated pop and an energy drink. It was like the happy
Hmm.
medium
Hmm.
in that
Um,
like evolution there.
Okay. Everybody can have 10 points on their points cards tonight.
10 points.
Except for you, Brian. You can have 15 for your continued effort to make merch for the show that I will eventually steal.
Heck yeah.
uh,
As we journey to the wet planet.
Ugh, not the Wet
Wet
Planet
Planet.
Wet
beverages.
planet.
Wet
That's
Planet.
so disturbing.
It is. It's messed up.
Squelch vacations
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I
I'm
went to the,
sure
yeah,
he
yeah.
does.
He's like,
That-
yeah, I went to
I
that.
feel like that's
I
the
went to that
planet that
planet the other
Squelch
day.
is
How would
from.
you describe it? It's very
Yeah.
wet.
it's
Very
the
moist.
it's the planet
Spent a
where
lot
he
of time
has
floating
his,
around.
it's the planet where he has his amusement park.
Mm.
Squelch's splash zone's there.
Yeah.
Well, some splash zone.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
The water there is
goodness.
very viscous.
Oh
Oh,
no!
Oh,
thick
no.
water.
No! No!
Viscous water? No, that's like thickened water, like
Yeah,
thick
that's exactly
water.
what I'm thinking of. Thickened water.
That's a thing.
Which it is. It is a thing.
It is a
And I'm
thing. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I'm. Ooh.
Yeah,
Today
it's not
we
fun to
started the
think
stream
about.
talking about very bad textures.
If I
Mhm.
can't, if I can't make it through a weekly session without at least grossing people out once as Squelch, I'm not doing my job.
That's fair.
Fair enough. I get it.
Okay. Is anybody spending points today?
No, thank you.
How much is it for a small charm?
5.
Okay, then I will take a small charm.
A small charm. Hold on. Let's bring you guys back over to the landing page for a second here. You're gonna take a small charm. Let's roll a small charm. A charm of prescience.
Okay.
Oh, this is one of the best regular charms in the game.
Ooh.
All right.
This is the wizard Portent ability, but
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
so I need you to immediately roll 3 d20s.
Okay.
Oh, heck yeah.
Mm,
36.
No, well, it's not 36. It's a 10, a 17,
Oh.
and a 9.
Oh, well. Okay.
So I'm gonna
Yes.
put the results 10, 17, 9. I've added those to the charm on your character sheet.
All right.
You can replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature that you can see with one of these foretelling rolls.
Okay.
And that's like, it's not just allies, it's a creature. So if you want to give somebody a 9 to try and make them fail a roll, you can do that.
Yeah.
Once you've used up those rolls, the charm disappears.
Okay.
That's a fucking...
Actually, I will use the rule of being able to swap 3 charms actually for a new one.
Yeah.
I got 3. I'm willing to get rid of.
Yeah, perfect.
So, delete. All right.
You get a charm of predation.
Oh, that's cool.
When you kill a creature, you can expend 1 use of the charm to regain 2d8 hit points. The number of d8s increases by 1 for each level of the creature's CR above 1.
Oh, that's sick.
That's a pretty good roll. Or charm.
Yeah, if I get some killing blows on some stuff ever, that'll be super handy.
Those are actually some pretty decent charm rolls. That was pretty good. Ellie, can I get you to mute your
Nice.
mic? I'm going to be talking a lot. So I watched back the last 3 episodes and have like a big like arc recap. After a lengthy battle aboard the Ouroboros medical station, our crew headed back to the Crown Prince for some much-needed relaxation and downtime, finding the ship in disarray after an impromptu party, and a hot tub full of tiny little multicolored orbs. Determined to clean it up later, the crew headed to the Sunview Squangies for food and to take their next quest. Taking a bounty for Grom Breckish, they headed to the planet Grixio for clues, where they also decided to take a little bit of downtime. Upon landing, Squelch was directed to an interplanar consulate where he had to clear his name as he had a warrant on file for his arrest for malpractice. Getting JJ to represent him, he is able to get the case dropped. Meanwhile, Aelita worked on some side hustles, and Tabok started honing his computer skills by hacking into a random bank account with 150,000 credits, leading to him finding information on one of Grom's associates, Vetrax Coil. You had found that the money was deposited at 15,000 apiece. One of the payments was from Grom, and a few other names you retrieved were Dr. Arel Varnus, Zara Quen, and Mech Sardo. When the rest of the team finally was able to enter Vardos Prime, B3 decided to look for a little bit of side work at a cyberpunk nightclub called the Split Circuit. JJ discussed a triangular financial marketing strategy with Squelch. Squelch got Tabok to help him get his name legally changed to Doc Squelch and erased his history from official databases. After receiving some gifts from Neldor for Star Wars Day, Squelch worked on a modification for his crossbow to add radiant damage using pieces of the bow that they got off the Astral Elves. Johnathan started his pursuit of getting swole by lifting weights with B3. B3 tried to build a better relationship with Neldor, trying to help him with his work and getting him a gift. Aelita looked into securing insurance for the team, signing them up with ReProtect, a new startup that offers revival at a cheaper price, offering 35% off to like newly signing customers, and a signing bonus of a ship mod, as well as taking them on and allowing them to pay later. The team did come together and like pay that off immediately, so the insurance is in effect. If one of you dies, the insurance takes effect and you are like basically regrown in a ReProtect lab. though you don't regrow with your equipment. So if it can't be retrieved, it's gone forever. Tabok started investigating the names that he found in his previous hacking delve, hitting the town to look into more information on Irel Varnis. He gained more substantial information about her activities, as well as finding a location of a secret lab in the Edge of Night called Transit Biocontrol Node 13, with the cover being a cargo decontamination quarantine facility. Back on the ship, Squelch decides to seek out a medical college in Vardos Prime to begin working towards getting his medical license, working towards a specialty in practical medicine. JJ went into town to find out more information about Grom and the Neon Veins. Going to the Grinding Gear, a smithy turned into a biker bar, he finds a biker named Din LaGuardia that Grom had owed money to. He was very open about his information about Grom and advised that he had stolen a cybernetic arm in Apex Row. He also pointed towards Zira Quen, a high-level thug and a nightclub owner that stole Grom's leadership seat and crew. B3 took some time to take some self-care and remove some stress. And Aelita continued a pursuit of Enterprise by setting up an Airbnb on the ship. Tabok took a little bit of time to try and de-stress as well. Squelch worked on making a little food cart, setting up a soups and sauces stand in the city, gaining some followers. JJ asked Tabok to hack his butt probe to help him find his long-lost love. And did find information that that is connected to a saucer type ship in the Athena system. B3 went around town to help improve the group's reputation, and also to kind of apologize and find common ground with the shopkeeper that he had kind of pissed off when he went into town the first time with his magnets. Aelita trained with her new whip. Tabok worked on relationships with the party by offering them an AMA to learn more about him. Meeting together later on, the group discussed options for investigation. Tabok worked on hacking for more information on the Void Seekers. Aelita and JJ went out for a night on the town, getting into an exclusive high-end club with very ritzy people, and made a friend with a gentleman named Davis Wells, who's an entertainment lawyer, who offered to give them a ride from his chauffeur Stanley. Stanley took them to a lavish spa for manicures and pedicures upon their request, and returned them home afterwards, providing his information so that they could contact each other again. JJ worked on his relationship with Aelita, but in doing so appeared to anger Neldor. JJ helped B3 learn how to be a better ship pilot by showing him the Fast and the Furious movies, which turned out to work surprisingly well. Squelch tried to figure out more information on the little orb eggs things that were in the hot tub, but was unable to learn more information. JJ got Tabok to help him find a reputable back alley doctor to get steroids for immediate strength enhancement. He found Dr. Hellman, who was looking for a volunteer for experiments. He kind of looked like the old man from Up, but if he was Dr. Wily. JJ took additional drugs that enhanced him even further after in the initial enhancements he got into a blind roid rage and trashed the lab. And so to pay off his debt for some destroyed equipment, he took a couple more drugs in return. But his constitution was good, and he managed to net the good effects without getting the bad effects of those drugs. B3 asked Tabok to help him unlock blocked memories. Aelita tried to get Mindell to learn mechanics, which unfortunately failed, but not enough, thankfully, to lose his arm in a horrible accident. Tabok tried to learn a little bit more about B3 from the memories that he had accessed, but was unsuccessful. And finally, we left off with the eggs in the hot tub having hatched into tiny multicolored worms that are now spilling out of the hot tub, crawling around down the drains all around the bathroom, and they also appear to be eating and breaking down the ship. Now we bring you to... Oh, no, that's the wrong place. We need to bring you to the crown interior, where I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh gods. That's how it's gonna be, huh?
I'm always the last one, I swear.
I think I was last this time. Or wait, you mean in terms of initiative?
I mean rolling.
Oh.
Lee,
How many are there? What is happening?
Lee, you have access to Colonel Mustard, so you can roll his initiative as well.
Oh gosh. Where is
Oh.
he?
I didn't even realize I rolled a 1. Jeez. All right.
Yeah,
Here's the situation. You, like, everybody kind of, like, was starting to relax. Tabok is with Neldor, B3, and Squelch, and Colonel Mustard in the living room, along with Gretchen. Johnathan and Aelita are in the room, like, with the hot tub checking out the Orbeez that turned out not to be Orbeez, but are now worms that are crawling all over this bathroom.
Can I just say I'm fucking loving the graphic that you slapped over the hot tub for the worms. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
That's awesome.
It's filled. It's filled to
Anyway.
the brim. It's filled to the brim with squirmies. And the reason why we are rolling initiative. Hold on, let me roll for Tink. And Tabok, you still need to roll your initiative.
Oh, I do.
It's on the initiative tab. Is the little cross swords at the top right.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
If you right click on it, it will pop out for you so that you can have it as like a little separate window as well.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
So here's kind of the state of things right now. Aelita and Johnathan, you're watching as these things are crawling all over the bathroom, and at first it's like, oh, those are adorable, until you see one kind of like spit onto the ground in front of it, and you watch as like a little hole forms where it spits. And you see as it like crawls into the hole, as they are like basically breaking down the ship right now with like corrosive acid.
So first off, I do want to ask, now that they've hatched, do I know that this is a young form of Colonel Mustard? Would I know that?
I don't think so. I don't think you'd be able to get it from, at least not from these guys.
Okay.
I know, like, you guys can see the whole ship, so you can see that there's something in the other room, but for role-playing purposes, you don't know what's in there yet, but JJ does know that he did put more of those things in, like, a little, like, fucking,
fish tank.
In a little, like, like a fish bowl in his bedroom.
And I fed them. I wanted to be a good sea monkey dad.
What did you feed them?
Just I shared the food I was eating with them.
Pisa.
Pisa. I also had a midnight snack of a PB&J sandwich.
Squangies.
Yeah.
Oh no, do I need to give them radiation damage too? They've been eating squankies? That ain't fucking good.
Oh my goodness. No, we haven't been back to a Squengies since we got them.
Yeah, but we have like back room Squangies.
What's your name?
Back alley squankies.
Yes, but I'm currently missing the radioactive components of the recipe.
Yeah, so I've been feeding them
okay.
knockoff Squengies, but it isn't radioactive.
I don't know, homemade radioactive stuff, you know?
Hmm.
Some mayonnaise.
Kirby, do you have one ear on your headphones? Did I just notice?
I lost the 1 year. I don't know where it is, so I've made it a unicorn.
I love that so much.
That's awesome.
That
I
makes
love
me
it.
really happy. I just need you to know that I notice and appreciate it.
Yeah, that's
you.
real good.
I hope I find the other ear, but at the same time, I don't.
This was pretty rad, yeah.
Johnathan, this little worm behind you, you don't notice it right away until you kind of feel it like crawl and start to crawl up onto your pants. And it like spits onto your leg. Hold on 1 second here. Do corrosive nibble.
What have we done?
Not good things. Lee, this is your fault. I blame you.
It misses and like spits over and onto the floor where it starts to dissolve part of the ground. But it does continue to crawl up onto you and like cling to you.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scream to my other crew members, we have worms.
You do in fact have worms.
We've got so many worms. They're everywhere.
Johnathan, it's your turn.
Right, give me a second.
Not how you were expecting to start the session, huh?
Would these have any natural predators, say potentially a bat, a cat, a crab, a frog or toad, a hawk, a lizard, an octopus, an owl, a poisonous snake, a fish, a rat, a raven, a seahorse, a spider, or a weasel? Would any of those things be the natural predator of these wormies?
I mean, probably some of them.
Are weasels... Do weasels eat worms? Do we know?
I don't know. I don't know if they eat these worms.
Would a cat eat them, do you think?
A cat would just play with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about a raven? Birds eat worms.
Birds love worms.
All right. I'm going to cast Find Familiar. And
Are you spending the 20 or the 200 credits to summon it instantly?
is that a thing?
Yeah, because otherwise it takes you 10 minutes to normally cast Find
How many
Familiar,
credits
I'm pretty
do I
sure.
have? How do I find out how many credits do I have? Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, it's a ritual cast. But you have the ability, it's specifically in there, you have Mobile Menagerie so that you can spend money to
Action!
instantly summon it and make it an autonomous beast so it's no longer the effects of the spell. So you just summon it and make it a creature.
Yeah, I want to make it a creature, and since ravens are really smart, I want to be like, eat these worms.
Okay, let me get you a raven. Well, we'll say it goes on your turn as well. DM stuff. Raven.
You said it costs 200 credits. You want me to remove that from my...
Yeah, to instantly make a free creature with that spell, you have to spend 200 credits.
Alright, I just removed 200 credits from my credits.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh, yeah, can't she make them a little like stronger than usual too? With her class?
What her class does, she can just make them, like, because normally Find Familiar, like, it's tied to the spell, like, once it dies, it just poofs, right? And then you would make a new one. But what JJ can do is, JJ can, like, basically make it an actual creature. So, like, he summons an actual raven that like, stays and isn't hindered by the spell like that. Right now, I don't think he can do anything to increase their abilities, but he can domesticate untamed beasts. Like, he has the ability to try and domesticate untamed beasts.
Cool.
Tame the worms.
Yeah, I remember I remember JJ being able to make permanent ones. I just thought he could make them like a little like beefier too or something.
I think maybe in later levels,
it's been a while,
possibly. But... kind of makes me want to make like a proper Beastmaster class.
That'd be cool.
Hold on 1 second here. I need to configure ownership so that Ellie owns these, and then I will put it right here.
Actually, that might be something I could do in the future, because I was gonna eventually be working on like some subtypes for different classes. I should do like a summoner subtype for a class or something.
Do purple puppies eat worms?
It's only 20, not 200.
It's 20 gold pieces, which translates to 200 credits.
I'm so good at reading comprehension, you guys. So good at it.
All right, Johnathan, you summon a raven.
Yay.
It goes on your initiative.
Yay. Does that mean it's the raven's turn now, or do I have to wait till it's my next turn again?
Are you doing anything else in your turn?
Can I take the worm that's on me off and like toss it to the raven as like a little snack so it recognizes, hey, eat these things?
That would require an action.
And that I just used my action. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think so then. I think that's all I can do right now.
All right, then what is the raven doing?
The raven's gonna eat a worm.
Yeah?
Gonna eat the worm that's on me first.
Sure, yeah, go ahead and roll an attack with the raven. Roll a beak.
Alright, hold on.
I think you need to make 3 ravens and name them Edgar, Allen, and Poe.
I wish. I can only make one animal at a time, it said. Oh, I clicked it so many times by accident.
Beak! That's a hit. Roll some damage. Oh,
Come
wait.
on.
There is no roll for the damage. It is 1 piercing damage.
Is that not the same? But no, it's trying to eat it, not stab it.
Well, it's piercing it with its beak as it's trying to eat it.
Oh, okay.
What, you thought that the raven, you were just going to be able to summon a raven that would automatically be able to swallow the worm?
I don't know what I thought. I just wanted a bird. I just wanted to summon an animal, okay?
Go ahead and pass your turn. Sparkling, squirmy, Aelita, I'm assuming you're, like, floating. I always assume that you're just, like, hovering.
Yeah.
So this worm is going to do an acid spit onto the ship itself. Which it's just, the ship can't dodge it. It's just gonna take the damage. That's gonna be the crown. It's inside, so it bypasses armor.
Ruining our beautiful new ship. Gretchen, eat these things.
Gretchen.
True, we have a giant bird.
Gretchen's not in the initiative right now. That's Gretchen barely fits through places as it is, so trying to get Gretchen through to be able to attack any of these things is going to be difficult.
We'll bring them to her.
Yeah. If you can do that, I'll give you like a Gretchen action. If you like bring it up to
Nice.
Gretchen will automatically attack them.
Beautiful.
Squelch.
Okay.
Squelch. So you're in the living room with the boys right now. And here Johnathan and Aelita freaking the fuck out from the bathroom, yelling about worms.
I guess I'll head towards the bathroom then. 2, 3. Nope. Helps if I open the door.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Sure. Perception.
Getting close to JJ's room, which is this room right here, you hear, not from the room, but in your mind,
Oh, that's unsettling. Well, you know what? I just used my movement. I don't know what the hell's going on, but there's suddenly worms, and now things are talking in my brain. I'm gonna use my action to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. I'd do the same thing.
And I don't believe I have any good bonus actions right now.
I've been thinking.
So yeah, that's gonna be me for now. Is that bit of movement and then some protection magic for whatever the fuck is talking in my brain.
I've been thinking about this encounter for 2 weeks now. I was like, what are the possibilities for what I can do for this? And I think this is the best outcome. Just like a fight you don't know you're in yet.
I'm okay with this turn of events.
The ship's gonna take another point of damage.
No.
We should just keep this up. Oh, no. It should be 103. Tactful Squirmy. Can't. It's gonna. Oh, no, it can't. It is going to crawl up the wall. It's gonna crawl up the wall 10 feet. You watch as, like, it spits out, like, this little string that hits the ceiling, and it starts to, like, lift itself up and, like, squirm along the wall. And then it, like, kind of pushes itself off and launches it at you, Aelita.
Oh god, they're spider worms.
It's gonna land on you with its sticky cling, and it's going to...
I am both amazed and terrified.
It tries to nibble on you and, like, spit out some acid, but doesn't quite, like, get you, like, spits it out before it lands on you. But there is one stuck to you right now. You're effectively, like, you're not grappled. You can still move around, but, like, it's stuck to you.
It's impossible to grapple me. Thank you. I cannot be grappled.
It's not technically grappling. It's
good.
sticky.
Can I pet it?
Can attach to the surfaces or creatures. While clinging to a creature, it moves with them and cannot be targeted separately unless removed.
Can I pet it?
You can pet it. Yeah, it's fuzzy.
It's a fuzzy worm.
It looks
kind of nice.
It looks kind of cute until you look, like, super, super close and see, like, these, like, tiny, like, little, like corrosive teeth that are, like, gnashing and trying to eat you.
Terrifying.
Oh boy.
B3.
I've got a picture in my head and I don't like it.
Uh-oh.
B3, you're just chilling with the boys.
Cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Yeah, he's got a cold one. He's cracking it open. He's got the Merlot beside him, that wine bottle right there. He throws it. If there's worms, he's gonna go flying. Go like 30 feet up this way.
I'm just picturing the mouth of a lamprey, but like fuzzier.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
like a
horrifying.
like a lamprey with a mustache.
Yeah.
There's 30
That's not
feet.
gonna haunt my dreams.
You B3, you see Tink that just kind of like it like rotates so that its eye is looking at you, and it makes its own little like beeps and chirps, like.
I'm like, Tink, there's not enough time to run all the way around to the other side of the bathroom. They could be eaten, or worse, become worms themselves. Download the ship schematics and see if it's safe to blow a hole up where that shitter is right there. To the wall to the south of him.
What? It kind of like it whistles and beeps
Well, that
and like
escalated
rotates
quickly.
its head, but it doesn't do anything else.
Tink, you gotta listen, and then I'm gonna just use my action to dash.
It like it can like project visual, so it projects a visual of a flushing toilet.
Oh god, I forgot how far the
there.
entrance
Hold
to
on.
that bathroom is from where we were.
And
JJ and Aelita, the toilet in that bathroom for some reason just flushes on its own.
The worms are flushing the toilet. The worms are flushing the toilet.
Oh no, they're getting into the plumbing.
so I'll move up my last 10 feet, and I'm gonna just kind of scope over here, see if Tink has the schematics, see if I can blow up a hole right here.
Down here, once you
Get
get
there.
here, outside of the door of JJ's room, as soon as you get there, you also like in your head hear.
What's the racket? He's gonna smack his head, hear the ting ting sound.
Do you open the door? Because the door is closed behind you right now.
Oh, I hear that behind him.
Yeah. Well, you hear it in your
I mean-
brain, but you like you hear it like you almost like sense it behind you, but hear it in your mind.
I mean, I moved all the way up here. I moved 60 feet. Maybe he's kind of like looking to see like to put this doorway right here. He's like doing the measurements. Yeah, I think that's my turn. I'd open the door.
You open the door. You open the door and look down, and there is this thing staring at you. It looks kind of like Colonel Mustard, but it's like got rainbow fur and it's got almost like a little tail. And it kind of like looks directly at you, but like almost peers into your soul.
I love it.
Good God.
We're not adopting them.
And so it appears that the squengies and all the weird chemicals combined with the excessive amount of water have caused these little worms to mutate incredibly fast.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
They're evolving.
That's
This
my turn.
fair squirmy is just gonna do some ship damage as it spits some acid on the interior and creates a little hole. Boop, 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 boop. Crown Prince and the crown. The crown is at 37. Crown is at 37 out of 40. So, oh no.
We need to kill these fast.
Sir Reg. Here's the commotion. It's 10, 20, 30. Peers in, he's like, what the fuck is that?
Blimey.
Pulls out his sword. Oh my god.
Oh.
What?
He comes in with his newspaper and he starts smacking them like the alien.
No! No!
Bad dog.
That dog! I'm pretty sure he can attack more than once. Yeah, he can use his bonus action to go for an unarmed strike. He is a monk.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is, isn't he?
Yeah. That's a hit. And it'd be flurry of blows, right? And use his fucking thing for a flurry of blows, so he'd get 2 of those.
That makes sense.
For the key point, I'm remembering monks on the fly here.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense. He'd probably use a key point to.
Yeah, he like reaches over, fucking like punches this thing off of JJ's leg, and then like as it's about to like fly off of his leg, he like open palms and grabs it and like pulls it and just like punches it in his hand with his other hand, like just like kind of like ugh. And as he like crushes and squishes it, he's like, are these things eating the ship?
They sure are. At least I think so.
I haven't seen them actually consume any of the ship yet, but they
There's
definitely are.
Holes.
Yeah, they're dissolving the ship, which might be worse.
Really hard to say at this point.
Yeah, they're doing something to the ship. That's for sure. That's for sure, Captain.
That'll be that's his turn, but he gets that one off of JJ.
Thank you.
This one I think is also just going to do a little bit of damage to the ship. They are spitting the acid, but you are noticing that as it's starting to melt down, they are kind of eating the goo that's left over from the melted material. You're muted.
Okay. Correction. It does appear that they are, in fact, consuming the ship now. Yes. So they're melting it and consuming it, which is a combination of the two bad things. So that is definitely worse. We got to do something about this fast.
Yeah, they're basically like space termites.
They're way cuter than Earth termites, at least.
Tabok.
All right. I'm still in the living room. So yeah, maybe it's time for me to I'm gonna follow everybody. I'm gonna take the same way as Squelch here. It's 15. Yep, okay. The door.
Close the door.
I closed it. Ah.
Screw you guys, those worms ain't getting in here.
I'm coming. Slam.
Oh, well, I guess.
It's not. Screw you guys.
All right. Okay. Door's back open. Yeah. I'm just gonna follow Squelch, and try to get a read on the situation. I'm not sure how I would do that though.
You're hearing more commotion than you're seeing. You did just hear like kind of like a surprised yell from Reginald. Probably followed by like some kung fu sounds like kia.
Okay. Shoot. I wonder if Tink has already downloaded these schematics. I'm not even really sure what I can do at this point. I think I might just stay behind Squelch for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything useful that I can do right at this second.
That's fair.
So yeah, I'm gonna pass my turn.
The violent long Furby grub is going to launch itself. It's going to launch itself around your legs, B3. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, you watch as its weird worm body kind of like extends and stretches and like slaps around your legs, and it's like trying to pull you taut or like to pull you prone. It grapples you. Instead of your movement being 0, your movement is halved. And you are going to start taking 1d6 bludgeoning damage at the start of each of your turns as it's starting to constrict your legs.
It's trying to ground the beef.
Excellent. Excellent. That was the most excellent.
Oh, that's fucking
pun?
hilarious.
I guess that's a pun.
That's the ground the beef is insane. Okay. Grappled. The long they're just grubs. They're just grubs, but they fucking terrify me. Colonel Mustard, war hero.
Oh no. What is his movement like? Where are you, buddy?
He was hanging with the boys.
The boys should have brought him.
I didn't know we could carry him.
I was just thinking on my feet. I was thinking so fast I closed the door on myself.
He was vibing on the couch. If you look where he is.
Yeah. It looks like he can move 30 feet, so let's... Ah, you collided with a wall. Okay.
Yeah, you can't walk through walls.
Colonel Mustard should be able to.
Is there a no clipping skill?
Apparently only for Colonel Mustard.
Just passive.
Okay. That's as far as he can get. He's trying.
B3, I need you... sorry, B3, I need you to make a wisdom save as well. Just realized he could use a secondary ability on you.
Oh my.
Oh wait, no, it's an action. Never mind, we're fine.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Long for... we got the other grubs. This one... just gonna wiggle behind. And it is gonna... yeah, it's gonna crawl up the wall. 20 feet. Which is like basically hitting the ceiling at this point as it starts to like... you watch as it crawls up the wall and is like about to crawl up on the ceiling so it can get out of the room. The other one is gonna do the same thing. We'll go up 10 though. And then the hushed squirmy is going to do some acid damage to the ship. As it's like burning holes in your bedroom, JJ.
Can I yell to Squelch to bring in antacid with him?
An antacid? That's funny. It's Neldor. Aelita, what is Neldor doing? Hold on, let me give you ownership here.
Oh goodness, I don't know what he would do in this situation. Hmm.
He
Doesn't have a lot happening on him.
He has no
Can't do
weapons.
much.
He has no attacks. Well, I mean, as Johnathan thinks he's a regular human, Neldor is pretty normal.
Neldor is so normal, and we love him for that. But this isn't really his thing. He would probably, like, try to take a book or something and come running to smack them. That seems like something he would do.
It's better than nothing.
It is much
I'm
better
picturing
than
him.
nothing.
I'm picturing him with like a fly swatter.
I just feel like he has a lot more books on him than fly swatters.
That's fair. That's fair.
That checks out. Trying to hit it with a book.
Yeah.
Okay, how far can he go? He doesn't have any speed.
Oh, hold on. He'll 30 feet. 30 feet. He can move like a normal human. Hold on.
Like how his intimidation is a little bit higher.
Just a regular.
Oh yeah, because he has a high charisma, and he does porn. I'm gonna give him 12 in Constitution.
Exactly.
Hilarious.
Also, I need to give him an unarmed strike. That's what I'm looking for.
They're all kind of just piled in the hallway there.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it looks like there's a room there with a little laptop. Interesting.
Is he able to like bonus action to dash so he can get closer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he can try that.
Oh, you just said boner action.
Boner action.
He's got the boner action to come help his wife.
Boner action.
He's like, I'm coming.
just runs in with the camera. I brought the worm.
Holy shit.
Jev is the cameraman. Okay, I think that was 30. There we go. He's getting closer, but now he sees.
Jev and Mendel aren't even here right now. They're up in the bunks.
Oh my gosh, Jev and Mendel.
Can we like page them? Is there like a PA system among the ships
Intercom?
that we can can we intercom them?
Sure.
Be like, yo, get down here. We need all hands on deck.
We've got worms.
We need help
Space
killing the
worms.
worms. SOS, space worms, get down here.
Worms?
Yeah.
Worms.
Yeah, bad ones, get down here.
Jev's
They're
like,
kind of cute.
Mendel is still not doing too great after that exhausting time. He's like, I'll be down though. I think he should probably, if you're okay with that, he should probably chill.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You pushed him pretty hard, you know?
I do that.
Yeah.
I will allow Jev is not there yet, but Jev is on his way.
Perfect.
Rapid Squirmy. Rapid Squirmy is going to crawl up on Johnathan and try and corrosive nibble him. And miss. But it is on you. This one, the Rapid Squirmy, is now on you. Aelita, it's your turn finally.
Oh, finally. Okay. So, we have one on me, right?
Yeah, one is on you right now.
Okay. I think we're gonna try and deal with the one on me. Let's see. I don't... Let's try to whip this thing. No, it's on me. Let's not whip something on me. That's stupid. That is a bad idea. Oh, geez. Can I kind of try to just kick it off, I guess?
You
Or-
can use an athletics check to try and pull it off of you. It will take your action, and the DC is 10.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, these things are a little nasty.
Ooh, idea.
We haven't even talked about the horde that is in the bathtub. That's not even on the initiative.
Yeah.
That's the boss. We
I
just don't know it yet.
wonder, can I try to Eldritch Claw it? Because I have the Eldritch Claw tattoo. Could I claw it?
I don't think it gives you like a claw attack though, does it? The tattoo
Does it? Oh, dang, I thought it did.
While the tattoo is on your skin, your unarmed strikes are considered magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistance to non-magical attacks, and you gain +1 to your unarmed strikes. Which you have unarmed strike. Does it have the +1 on it? Did we do that? 1 plus +@mod +1.
What did I do?
It should be 1 plus your strength mod. We're gonna give you an additional +1 there. And then in here, we should get a +1 to hit.
I have a +2. I have a +0 and a +2 to my unarmed strike.
There we go. I just fixed it. So if you hit attack again,
Yay.
it should work now.
Okay, let's try. Not too bad.
And then as a bonus action, you can... Okay, the bonus action gives you some other stuff as well.
Wait, did I just roll a nat 20? No,
you rolled a 19.
That was 19. All right, good. I was like, wait, what?
Roll your damage.
Oh, not too great. Okay.
Did you want to use your Eldritch Maul bonus action here? Because I would allow it. What it does is it allows you to attack farther away, like you can attack up to 15 feet away, and your melee attack deals an additional 1d6 force damage. So if you use it, you're empowered for 1 minute like that, and then you can't use it until the next day.
Let's do it now then. Yeah, let's try it now.
So for the next minute, each of your melee attacks or unarmed strikes you use can be used up to 15 feet away, and you can deal an additional 1d6 force damage on the roll. So go ahead and roll a d6 here. That is an additional...
nice.
That's 5 force damage. You kill this thing.
Oh, good. What does it look like when it dies? Is it kind of just like goop?
Well, you use the Eldritch kind of the Eldritch ability for it. So like your hand, as you connect with it and reach out, your hands start to glow with this Eldritch energy that turns into almost like a claw. That as you like kind of like squish it in your hand, it does there's a squish, but it feels like just like a water balloon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not gross, but it's wet.
That is Squelch's life.
Moist.
That's how I roll.
All right, who's up next?
It's Tink. Hold on.
Tink.
That's his turn. Back at the top of the list, Johnathan Jimson.
Jonathan's gonna look around the room and be like, all right, you guys are cute, but I'm not messing around anymore. And then he's gonna pull out his astral elf longbow. And I recognize it only says one target, but Johnathan Jimson, the movie lover, is going to at least attempt to shoot his longbow through this row of like 3 squirmies all in front of him, the rapid squirmy, the sparkling squirmy, and the fair squirmy. I don't care if it doesn't go through. He's going to do it with the intention of it being a cool, badass action movie moment.
Okay.
And like pinning all 3 of them.
Okay.
So he's gonna fucking do that.
It's a hit, but not a crit. You'll get 1, but you won't get all 3.
That's fair. So yeah, just the first one, I'm guessing, the rapid squirmy.
Rapid squirmy. Roll some damage. You could potentially kill it here. You do.
Bam.
As you hit it with this arrow made of light.
Sick.
It's like an instant death move.
Yeah.
It like almost sizzles in the light. As it like it's squished and like pops with that like water balloon, but the water starts to just like from the heat of the radiance.
Nice. All right. And then hold on 1 second. Okay, I think that's all Johnathan can do. Is the Raven able to go? Do I need to pass my turn first? Should I wait until after the Raven?
The Raven goes on your turn.
Okay. Can the Raven hear the Furbies?
No.
Okay. All right, it's just gonna try to eat a squirmy then. Can it just like peck into like the big bunch of them that are in the hot tub, or no, because they're not in the initiative yet?
I wouldn't make you roll an attack here for that. I would say if you were doing that, it is keeping the ones that are trying to crawl out of the hot tub at bay. So if you have something that's on it, then more won't join the battle.
Okay, so yeah, he's just gonna sit there eating the ones that are trying to hop out. Can that be what he does?
Yes, I would absolutely allow that.
Okay.
God, does the hot tub count as a spawn point? That's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Raven's gonna just keep eating the ones that are popping out of there, so that no more get added to the initiative, I guess. And now I will end my turn, unless there's anything else. I don't think I can do anything else. Okay.
Here we go. Raven's eating worms.
Nom, 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 nom.
Sparkling's gonna do some damage to the ship. Squelch.
Well, it's just gonna zip around the corner up to here. And Violent Long Furby Grub is gonna get some fire under him.
Trying to burn one of my grubs?
Yup.
You're a monster.
I am.
I bet it smells like burning sugar.
Makes the save.
Well, shit. Well, the fire's not going anywhere. It lasts for a minute, so maybe next turn he'll burn. Don't believe I have any good bonus action stuff to do this turn, so yeah, none of my stuff is bonus. So yeah, that's me trying to starting fires.
Setting fires inside. You'll love to see
Yep.
it.
It's fine. They're melting the ship anyway.
That's fair.
I'm assuming fire will do less damage ultimately to the ship itself.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. 98. 30. The crown is at 33 health.
Oh geez, we need to start killing these things quick.
B3. This thing is like on you. It's got like it's wrapped around your legs. Is it at the start of your turn that this thing happens? Hold on. Do. Wriggle wrap. While grappled. At the start of each of its turns. Yeah, hold on. You take. You take 1 bludgeoning damage as it like starts to squeeze your legs together.
And like crunch like the metal like a pop can.
Ouch.
Yeah, so he's getting crunched. I'll see Squelch start the fire and start to burn them. I'm like, Mr. Squelch is smart thinking, and I'm gonna smack my shoulder a few times. I'm trying to use the pyro converger, the little flamethrower cannon I have to burn like 10 feet this way.
Lovely.
This is bad though, because if it malfunctions.
And you'll only get the one because the other one's like on the ceiling right now.
Oh, okay. I got you. So, they have to make the dexterity. The single one does?
Yeah. It fails.
Nice.
It's 11.
Cut a few smacks, the
fire
flamethrower
damage.
kicks on.
Each
And then I have
time
to
you use it,
roll-
roll a d10 and add the number of times you've used it since your last long rest.
So say +1.
Yep.
Right, that's good, right?
That's good, yeah, because so each time you use it, roll a d10 and add the number of times you've used it since your last long rest. If the total is 11 or higher, it malfunctions, you take 46 damage and you can't use it until you finish a long rest. So yeah, you're good for now.
Awesome. And then that's my turn.
Fair Squirmy is going to do damage to the ship. Yes, Crown Prince. Crown Prince is at 97 as a whole. And the crown is at 32. Sir Reg. I think he's going to also, like, he sees the raven, like, pecking at these ones in the hot tub, and he jumps on top of the pile and just starts punching into the hot tub.
Tabok hears him and is just like, whoa, what the hell is that?
It's
What is going on?
Or he's doing like like the hands with the sand, like the knife hands, just like yeah.
Knife hands, let's go. Ah!
The crown is at 31. Tabok.
Okay, back to me now. So let's hope I don't close another door on myself again. I'm So the hallway here is kind of filled up with Neldor, Beefy, and Squelch. So
Yeah, it's pretty congested there.
pretty congested.
There's a room with a computer right beside you.
Yeah. Could I perhaps... What would a computer even do in this situation? Boy. Maybe there's a way I can, I don't know, shut down some critical systems before the worms get to them. Would that be useful in this situation?
Shut down critical systems.
Like, well, these worms are, they've got acidic spit, so, we want to make sure that they, like, completely disable the ship, even if we survive this fight.
Well, they're currently in the crown's plumbing.
Okay, all right, so then that's a no.
They haven't gotten to any critical systems yet.
If we maybe like flushed the toilets a whole bunch, would that help? Would the water get rid of that?
Just wash them out into space.
There is another small bathroom close to me as well. So
I feel like washing them out into space could be good for now, but then we would have to deal with giant space Furbies later down the line.
Oh.
It'll be somebody else's problem. Not ours.
Maybe.
That's true. That's true. Okay, hang on a minute here. Okay, well, I'm definitely just gonna try to move into the hallway to, just in case the Furby grub that's attacking B3, like, yeah, so I'll move there, just in case it gets out into the hall, and I can see it. Then I might be able to do something. But I'm also going to use an action to don my Arcanotars. Because, yeah, my like, they're... I always come in pairs. They're basically kind of like... It looks like, I guess they're like kind of like gauntlets or something. Anyway.
Yeah. Hold on. They're like laser punch gloves.
Laser punch gloves. Yeah, I'm going to use an action to do that, and then at my turn.
Okay, donning your laser punch gloves. Go ahead and pass the turn when you're done.
Oh, hang on. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I want to do.
I'm imagining what a Furby creature would look like if it had time to evolve in space.
Huh. I don't know. Well, there's no air in space, so I don't know. I feel like it might not, maybe flushing them out maybe isn't such a bad idea. Okay.
Colonel Mustard turned out just fine, except the PTSD.
Huh? Huh?
Another quote for the shirt. Turned out fine, except for the
Turned out fine.
PTSD.
Yeah, except for the PTSD.
I would buy that shirt and wear it
with
like
with Colonel
5
Mustard,
days of the week.
with Colonel Mustard, but with that like stare, that
Yeah.
like I saw some shit stare.
Yeah.
Oh
Not even
yeah,
just his normal face.
perfect.
Can you blow up his picture that he has like that? His eyes.
Amazing.
Yeah. Just that. Right there.
Love it. Love it. He's seen some shit.
Yeah.
That's him relaxed.
Oh. All right.
That's him with the plethora of prescribed drugs that he has from after the war.
Mhm.
Mind
He's
you,
just
Colonel Mustard is a war hero, but he has 15 health.
Amazing.
It is the violent long Furby. And it's just going to start to crawl up you, Beef.
Oh God.
Hold on, I need you to be able to access your token. It is on top of you, basically. Right, like that. There we go.
He's climbing up.
It's still got you in, like, the wriggling wrap. But it's, like, crawling up your legs and kind of, like, winding around them now as it's trying to tighten it. The tail end is going to kind of slink and get skinny and long and almost look like a whip, and it's gonna whip you in the face.
Ow.
And misses. Mustard!
Yeah.
That's right, Joda. Life always finds a way.
Life finds a way.
We have a Jeff Goldblum shower curtain.
You do? That's
Yeah,
amazing.
when it's pulled over the hallway, when you walk down the hallway and he's just staring at you.
Got it.
There's
That's
that
the
Facebook
solution
group
to the problem. We
the
give
same
them a
picture of
cold.
Jeff Goldblum every day. Just where he's just like,
Nelder's in the way of me moving Colonel Mustard.
Hold on.
There we go.
Where are you trying to move him?
Okay. I closer to the action. Does he? Okay, he's like right up there.
Yeah,
Can he see these things? What would his reaction be to these things?
You don't know this, Aelita, but like right
Yeah.
now, he hears like the sounds of machine guns, and smells the smell of gunpowder.
holy crap.
No, war flashbacks.
Yeah,
He's
Colonel
having an acid
Cur-
flashback.
Colonel Mustard is having a war flashback right now.
Napalm,
Oh my
there's-
gosh. Is he
there's
too
a fire
scared
there.
to do anything?
Just
Like,
just fucking the sound of like fucking chopper wings, followed by
oh
an explosion.
no.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Colonel Mustard's
he-
fucking Vietnam was the Great Furby Wars.
Actually, it is canon that he fought in the Star Wars.
Oh, he fought in this well
If
some-
you recall, he fought in the Star
in the Star Wars. But he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk about it. Doesn't talk about how the war escalated.
No, he never talks about it. We don't know that about him.
It was a long time ago.
So he can bite. Is he close enough to bite the one on B3?
Yeah.
Great. Let's give it a bite. Oh, not a bad bite.
Sorry, I should amend. That's gonna crit. Let me just add it on to his actions here.
Okay.
Colonel Mustard crits on a 19 or higher.
Nice.
Oh God.
He's a war hero.
He is.
God.
All
this
right.
isn't, like champion.
Damage, so that's a critical hit.
$11
Yay,
damage.
Colonel Mustard. Yeah.
You like Neldor, he's right at Neldor's feet. Tabok is standing there. Squelch is there. Fucking B3 is there. You all watch as Colonel Mustard first has this war flashback where he stands and just stares into the distance for a second before, like, honing his eyes in on this worm that's trying to take B3 down. Unhinges his, like, little beak jaw to reveal, like, these, like, sharp knife-like teeth, and just takes a big chomp out of this fucking thing so that you can see inside it. And these things start to have, like, they no longer are just filled with water. That water and, like, all of their insides have coagulated and turned into, like, an actual, like, it's starting to take form into, like, internal insides. So, like, you see, like, almost like an intestine that is now exposed and, like, leaking this, like, strange, gross liquid.
Oh no. Oh no.
This one can crawl on the ceiling. That's 10, 15, 20. Dropping is a free action.
Oh God. Oh no.
Hold on. It's gonna take fall damage. These things have no life preservation yet. Their stats are wrong. That should not be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I need to fix that. But it is what it is for now. This thing is gonna try and wriggle wrap you, Brian. Mr. Squelch, go ahead and roll a dex save.
Oh, I'm bad at those.
You make it here as it, like, you just make it as it tries to, like, wrap itself around you, but, like, you don't have legs. You're kind of like a goo, and it doesn't really know what to do with you. This is just gonna get up to 20 and get, like, over here. Hold on, I need to look at their stat block though. Long Furby Grub. That's not the right stats. Not Furbalisk.
Did you say Furbalicious?
Exactly, yes, that's what I said. I said Furbalicious.
Why?
Furbalicious. Definition.
I'm
Make
Furbalicious.
Go crazy.
Yeah. Sorry y'all had to see that.
Neldor.
No.
Well, he's definitely, going to try and smack the one on B3 with a book. Because, yeah, that's what you do.
As one does.
He doesn't have any... Oh, unarmed strike, right
Yeah,
here.
I did give him an unarmed strike.
Great.
I need to make Neldor an actual NPC. Realize that we just kind of gave him like a default token so that we could use his face and likeness. And didn't actually give him any skills. I'm pretty sure 13 hits. Yeah, 13 hits.
Oh, wow, good.
His skills are...
Not great.
I feel insulting, like I'm insulting Neldor there. That's not true, but his skills are like accounting and long dick.
Yeah. Previously unsaid sentences
Okay.
in human history.
Yeah. Now put that on a shirt.
Hell yeah. Yes.
My skills include.
My skills include accounting and long dick.
Accounting? Yeah, long dick. Oh my god.
Oh, Aelita, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to flutter on over to... Oh, wait. Yeah, let's go for the audacious squirmy. And since this one is not on me, we're gonna try and whip it. Whipping worms.
Whip it good.
I thought of the same thing. It's playing on the ship's radio right now.
6 is a miss.
Back that whip.
Oh, not great. Okay. Wow. Wonderful. You know what?
Everybody should
I'm
have
gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah, I was just gonna say everybody
Yeah.
should have inspiration. Y'all
Let's
know what's
try
up.
Let's try some inspiration.
That's better.
Oh, way better.
Okay. Damage.
That is... What was the damage?
What the heck? I don't know, a thing popped up and it says now I need to roll again. That's weird. What did I do?
Oh, I see it. It says 5, and then what's the 46? There's 46.
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
The 46 is if you explode one of those stars.
Oh!
Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with the whip, you can choose for it to leave behind a mode of starlight. The next attack roll against the creature before the end of your next turn is made with advantage. On a hit, the mode explodes immediately after the attack and deals 46 radiant damage to the target.
Okay, so I wouldn't have exploded it yet because I haven't hit anything.
Correct. But you did. So you hit it
Okay.
for the 5, and now it has the
Yes.
moat in like its square.
Great.
So on your next turn, you can like blow it up, basically. Or I'm pretty sure anyone can hit it. Hold
Oh
on.
yeah.
You can choose for it to leave behind a mode of starlight. The next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn is made with advantage. On a hit, the moat explodes immediately for another 46. So anyone can hit that moat and
Perfect.
blow it up. Which I think is fucking so cool. Anything else, Aelita? It's Tink's turn.
Yeah.
Tink is at the door. I don't know why Tink's at the door. I don't know why I moved him over here. He doesn't have any attacks.
Oh, Tink's just trying their best.
Just trying to help.
Tink got confused
am
and is headed
helping.
towards the toilet.
Actually,
I am helping.
I know what he's doing. He's going to use his bonus action, or like use an action to dash. But you watch as like his interaction is that he like presses something on the hot tub and like a panel pops out, and you watch as he like plugs himself into the panel.
Did some R2 shit.
Johnathan.
Okay. Real quick, before I confirm what I'm gonna do, mending. Is that an action or how does it says instantaneous?
The mending spell is an action.
Yeah, it's okay. So it'd be an action to.
Or sorry, no. The mending spell takes 1 minute to cast.
And that's like a really long time in terms of like
that's 10 rounds. That's 10 rounds. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay, but I can do that once this is all over to help mend
Patch
some of the
up the
damage.
ship a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna try that right now though. I am. Da, da, da. He had a lot of fun with the longbow last time, so he's gonna just pull that out and once again go for the through and through with these two squirmies that are here. Once again, I've clicked it too many times. I'm so good at this game.
That's a hit.
30-20. Hey. Take that.
Oh yeah, that kills that one for sure.
Does it happen to go through and do anything to the other one?
It does not.
That's fair. Okay, thank you. That's all I'm gonna do, and then the raven's gonna continue just eating away at the worms in the tub. Good job, Bernadette. I've decided her name is Bernadette.
Oh, you shouldn't have named her.
Oh no. Why is that? Is it like cops when they name themselves?
Yeah, it's gonna become a real bad bird. It's gonna be a bad bird.
Dirty bird.
It's dirty bird. Dirty bird.
I think Bernadette is a good name for a raven. I don't care that you think I shouldn't have named her. I did it. I've formed an emotional attachment already. Enter.
Squelch.
All right. Squelch just remembered that Violent Long Furby should have made a dex save on the end of its turn because it's technically still in fire.
It is not still in the fire. It's kind of like half hovered over there because it's on Kirby's legs. It's on B3's legs. It is technically in B3's square.
Okay, that's fair then. All good. Well, the fire is still there in case anything decides it wants to get too close. Yeah. But
the second Long Furby is like 20 feet up, so it's not in.
Yeah, it's not in that.
Yeah.
Irrefutable Long Furby that's next to me, though. I am gonna try and do a thing to him.
It's probably a good idea.
Yep, with a new cantrip I got, thanks to skill points, into Arcana, to cast Poison Spray at the one that tried to drop down on me.
Yeah, it's gotta make a con save.
It does.
It fails.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to take 5 points of poison damage.
Hell yeah.
Squelch just sort of like forms a mouth and then
It
like spits out this like puff of noxious gas from inside of Squelch.
once again, it doesn't make a verbal noise, but it does like in your head kind of like scream like
Oh, that was unsettling. Ugh. I don't know what that was, but that's gonna haunt my nightmares. I don't think I have any good like bonus action stuff that I can still do here. So yeah, that's gonna be me, just maintaining my concentration on the fire and that puff of poison spray.
Subtitled squirmy. Subtitle says eat.
Eat.
Eat. Crown Prince. The crown is at 29.
Oh shit.
B3 is fucking dying right now. Take a breath, my friend.
So this one's still wrapped up around me, right? This one here?
Yeah, it's wrapped up all, and you're
The
like,
violent.
but it also has like a big chomp taken out of it from fucking getting bit by Colonel Mustard.
The fire's still there from Squelch.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to flop down in the fire with him. Like B3 is just gonna try to like fall to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
hold them into the fire.
Are you stepping into the fire?
Oh yeah.
You're stepping into the fire with it?
Oh yeah. He's trying to submerge himself into the fire.
Oh
Like
my!
push him back into the room.
Oh my
Stop
god!
them from spreading.
You're automatically going to fail the save because you're voluntarily like diving into the fire, but it has to move with you. So, go ahead, Squelch, and roll your damage on your bonfire. This is so interesting and such a good tactic too. The long Furby that's on you like catches on fire and fucking burns, and in your head you hear that same like wailing like but it fucking burns off of your legs. You also take 6 fire damage, but you accomplish what you're trying to do.
Now, would I take the 6 fire damage with this? I'm immune to fire.
Motherfucker!
You just see like metal gets hot and it just starts turning red.
Oh my god, that is brilliant! Go ahead and add another 5 points to your
strategy.
points cards. That's points card. That's incredible, B3. Well done.
Amazing.
His arm just extend a little bit so like he's not getting burned like near his face.
That's new battle tactic. Beefy just grapples shit and walks them into my bonfires.
Oh yeah, just hold them there. Now would that have been an action? Holding them in the fire? Like
no, that was your movement.
Oh sweet. So yeah, I'm just gonna blast up. Like he's still laying on the ground, B3, after laying in the ash, he's gonna just shoot a shotgun up at the one on the roof.
That
Long
is
herbs roasting on an open fire.
He's still
Kirby, can you still roll your damage for me, please?
for the shotgun.
Yeah. That's 4 damage. Your ship takes another 4. As B3 fires a shotgun into the roof, completely missing the worm and just hitting the interior.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm just laying in the fire, and that's my turn.
I'm really glad that I didn't use my eye and miss.
Hilarious.
Like how like Aelita and Johnathan have no idea what is happening in the other rooms right now. We just hear like this weird commotion, and
Yeah.
it's like, "Hello, we have worms. What are you doing?"
Yeah, we're like, hello, we asked for your help. What are you guys doing? Just fucking around out there?
Can't talk, super worms.
Reginald continues to just like into this fucking tub of fucking worms.
Oh my god, you're ginormous and you're screaming in my brain.
Audacious does ship damage. Because I think I think the funniest about this is like they're not swarming you and trying to kill you guys. They're destroying the next thing that you love most, which is your luxurious ship.
No.
And I think that's more terrifying. Tabok.
Okay. What are we doing? Now I can't run past everybody, can I?
You
It's
probably
the
could
whole-
move up to where the Furby is. I think you move past friendlies,
Yeah.
but not.
It
That's
is.
it?
Yeah.
You can move through friendly squares, but not enemies.
And I would,
Okay,
I would say
right.
in this instance, it's a pretty tight squeeze. And for that
Okay.
reason, you can move through your allies, but I would call it difficult terrain.
Okay. Because I want to get at this. The Perky-Long Furby.
Yeah,
Here,
it's on the roof.
if I can.
You can slide by and get in there. Absolutely. I'll even give you the extra
Okay.
5 feet of movement, so you can. Here, I'll move you past it,
Oh, okay.
so that you
Okay.
can you can actually get to your token.
Okay. Cool.
B3 is technically under that thing. He just shot a shotgun blast at it. He is on fire, but not on fire. He's just cool with it.
Okay. What about the subtitled squirmy here?
It's like it is dissolving and eating through the bed.
Okay, I want to try and get at that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I want to try and hit it with my laser gauntlets. Okay.
The Moss Isley Cantina theme plays quietly in your pocket.
Oh. That's a miss, isn't it?
It is a miss.
Rats.
You got inspo.
You also
Yeah,
have
let's
those
use it.
portent rolls.
You do also have portent rolls.
I'm going to use my inspiration and try again. All right.
Yeah, 11 is a miss.
Yeah, okay. There was an attempt.
As it's like the problem is like the blade hand like the laser blades are a bit too big for you to precisely like get into it. So all you're doing is just kind of like stabbing into the hole in the bed and not quite getting it. JJ's not going to have a place to sleep.
Oh, sorry, JJ.
It's a
Kind
good
of fucked up your bed here.
It's a good thing you have that mending spell. Go ahead and pass the turn when you're done.
All right. Blorp.
Colonel Mustard!
The war hero. Okay. Where are we?
He's
Oh yeah, we're
under
still close
Neldor.
by. Yeah, I was just wondering. I thought like B3 moved far away or something with the whole. Anyways, we can hit with a bite attack, hopefully. Attack. Nice. Okay. All right, so 7 damage to the perky long Furby. Wait, no, he's 20 feet up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess maybe he's
There's the one
not
beside
going to.
Squelch.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that one.
Hold on, let me move. I can move him
Thank you.
up here in the corner so that you can still get him.
Perfect. Okay.
And then yeah,
And the attack.
7 damage.
Yeah.
As once again, like Squelch, you've like feel as like Colonel Mustard kind of like waddles by and like gets slides past you and unhinges his jaw again, releasing those fucking sharp ass like fucking teeth that like just snaps into this thing and just takes a big bite out of it.
Damn, that thing's fucking scary.
Longfurb is gonna try and mini whip Colonel Mustard. Doesn't recharge.
He needs to respect his elders.
Misses on the mustard. The beef, you're in the fire right now. This thing is gonna crawl out here. Move you there. And it's gonna drop down and try and grip on Neldor. That should take. Also took 8. Neldor needs to roll a dexterity saving throw.
No.
No. Neldor.
I'ma kill this man's.
Do not
With-
kill my husband.
I'm gonna kill your husband with your Furbies.
No. Where am I? There it is. Oh. Does he get inspiration?
Somebody could give their inspiration to him.
Anyone want to give me their inspiration? Also, how
if I-
far away is Jev?
He hasn't gotten there yet,
Okay.
but he did say he was on his way. Hasn't been that long since you called for him.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
12 seconds.
Poor Neldor.
I have a weird ability that's never really come into play because it's like weird divination spells. Can I use this right now to help Neldor? Or you want me to give my inspiration to...
Aww.
Is he being charmed by the Furby?
He is not being charmed. It is trying to wrap itself around him to crush him.
Okay, I'll use my inspo to help him then.
Thank you.
He pops out of the fire, he kicks him a little bit. He's like, Neldor, get out of the way.
No!
It was even worse.
Oh, bummer.
I
You're gonna
distracted
kill
him.
my husband. That's it. Neldor's becoming a wizard after this.
We give him a gun so he can.
We're also giving
I don't-
him a gun.
Wizard pack and heat.
Aw, okay. Yeah, he did not good.
So he is grappled as this thing is starting to wrap around him. He hasn't taken damage yet, but will on the start of his turn, which is coming up.
Oh, I wish I could give him my ability to not be grappled.
Hushed, Squirmy is going to keep eating the ship. Surprising nobody. Neldor, it's the start of his turn. What is the damage on that? 1d6. As it starts to crush his legs, you Aelita, hear Neldor scream in pain. Like, everybody hears it, but you hear
Aw.
it. And it is your turn.
Okay. Oh, man. What we're going to do is we are going to finish the audacious Squirmy with our whip.
Don't forget to roll with advantage.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Attack with advantage.
It's a dirty 20. It definitely hits. When you're rolling, remember to roll with an extra 46 since you're going to be popping the moat.
Okay, 4d6. I think last time it just popped up. There it is.
$46. Yeah. You fucking destroy this little worm.
And I'm going to use my action to... Oh, wait. I have... Or my movement. I'm going to use my movement. I have Starlight Step. That is a bonus action. So
Yeah.
I can transport up to 30 feet away.
Yeah, to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Dang it,
And don't
walls.
forget, you can kind of split movement too, so you could like move your 10 feet, blink to wherever, and then continue your movement.
Yeah.
Okay. And do I also get my regular movement with this?
Yes.
Okay. Is this the only door out of here? Goodness.
I need to make like an actual Neldor NPC because he's on a player character sheet right now.
Okay. No one messes up my husband. Alright, that's as far as I can get.
Tink, you hear as like they're like punching and pushing down, you almost hear like the sound of like grinding from the bottom of the hot tub. As it appears, Tink has turned on almost like a kitchen disposal.
Huh, that's not maybe a great thing that we have. But it's useful.
Yeah, it's like
I'm really glad we didn't accidentally turn that on.
it's like the equivalent of a kitchen disposal, but in the hot tub. You know, if things get weird in futuristic hot tubs, they just have a way to dispose of the waste. And you start to hear these worms like grinding in this in the little sink trap there.
That's horrible.
Worm smoothie.
Oh god, I'm picturing the scene from Gremlins 1 with the gremlin in the blender.
Oh wow.
At the top of the round, where is the entry point here? We have to decide on like where the upstairs becomes the downstairs. I think it would probably be in the cockpit there. Jev comes down. You see him drop down. And he's like, Aelita, what's going on?
Worms. We have worms.
We have worms.
They are small, fuzzy, acidic worms.
Okay.
And they're trying to eat the ship.
Well, that's not great.
And Neldor just screamed.
Oh, so Neldor's in trouble too.
I think so. I don't know what's happening in the other room.
Oh, okay. Where do you want me?
Go to the bathroom with the hot tub.
To the bathroom with the hot tub. Okay, I'm on it.
Yes, thank you.
Johnathan Jimson.
All right. So Johnathan is gonna look around, see Aelita leave. He goes to run after her, but then realizes there's still one of these little wormies in the corner. So he's gonna look at his worm, look at the worm or the squirmy, and be like, "You know, it was rude for me to kill your friends right in front of you and leave you out of all the fun." And I'm gonna pull my what's the thing called again? The arrow, the longbow, my astral elf longbow, and I'm gonna fire one last shot at the fair squirmy and try to get him like I got his friends,
Okay.
so they can all be friends with matching war stories in worm heaven. This time I didn't click it at all.
All worms go to heaven.
Yeah.
According to ChatGPT, Neldor's proficiencies are light armor, simple weapons, ledgers, and lingerie.
That's beautiful.
Those are wonderful proficiencies to have.
Wow.
Really, so
does,
good.
A
Does
12,
a 12
a
hit?
a 12
list.
misses.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yep.
Oh, I've clicked it too many times again. I need to find my mouse. Using just the little touchpad on my laptop is no bueno. Does that hit?
I think so.
Does 23 hit? Hmm.
Pretty sure 23 hits, yeah.
Hmm.
I wonder. Mayhaps.
Does it perhaps?
Maybe a wee bit.
Perchance.
Does 18 hurt him?
Yeah, it sure does.
Excellent.
Bursts like a balloon.
Beautiful.
Maybe I should have
Alright.
told Jeb to go the other way.
And then I'm gonna look at my bird and look at Reginald and be like, "You guys got that under control?" I'd like point at the. Is that where the hot tub, like where the worm smoothie is happening in the hot tub?
Yeah. But
All right, I'm gonna tell the
they're
worm.
okay. Like it. So how it's working is, the disposal is beneath the drain plate. So anything that's beneath that drain plate is getting ground right now. So they're not at risk of like being hurt as they're like kind of like shoving them down into the drain.
Excellent. Okay, good. I'm just gonna tell Bernadette to keep up the good work. Give Reginald a pat on the back and be like, "Good job," and then run after Aelita and try to help out however I can there.
Okay.
And I've got a speed of 40 feet, so... can you help me out and move me 40 feet towards... My mouse pad is not working very well right now.
You could use your arrows.
Oh, yeah! Oh, I don't know how many is 40 feet, though.
It is 8. 8 squares.
2... Is this... Was that 8? I lost...
That should be about.
Okay, yeah, we'll call that. And then that is my turn.
Jeff looks over, he's like, okay, so you're coming out of that room. Should I still be going into that room?
No, Bernadette and Reginald have it all sorted out. Let's go help whatever is going on in the hallway. There was a big commotion, it sounded like.
What the hell is a Bernadette?
It's my new Raven friend. Don't you worry about it yet, though. You'll meet her later. Let's go. And I'm just gonna like usher him out.
Okay.
Alrighty. So Squelch is gonna look over to the perky long furby grub and basically yell at him. It's like, "Hands off Neldor, you fuzzy son of a bitch!" And pull out my recently modified crossbow and pew pew at it.
That's definitely a hit. For 15 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking destroy this thing.
Yeah, it's the one I cobbled together from the special elven longbows that we stole from the station.
Yeah. Which was a great use of downtime.
Yeah. Oh no, it was the one that was attacking. I attacked the one on Neldor, not the one on me.
The one on Neldor. Oh fuck. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm making him into an actual character and not just a generic pleb. Okay. Let's put it like. Yeah, it sounds about right. This one takes 15.
Yeah, that looks roughly accurate.
The one on Neldor is not dead.
Oh, he's still up, huh? Well, I'm gonna move towards that one then and try and prompt it to fight me instead of Neldor.
Sorry, what?
I'm just moving closer to it
Okay.
so that it might decide to attack me back rather than fighting Neldor.
Long Furby is going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And misses.
Good.
This one is still in the bed. You're like stabbing at it, but it's not really paying attention to you, Tabok. It's just continuing to eat the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Jev. What's Jev doing? Who's gonna control the Jev? My name is Jev!
Me and me, Jeff.
Jeff.
It's heavy, man. Heavy.
Heavy.
It's heavy.
El Jefe.
I guess I can move and I'll be Jev, I suppose.
Sure.
So he was told to go the other way after I told him to, Okay. Oh, we moved too far. Oh no, yeah, let's bonus action dash to the fun. Okay. So now he's there, but he can't do anything because he had to dash to get there. So we're ending his turn.
B3, that's you next.
I'll see that Squelch has come down to help. No, they're out in the hallway, so I'll start turn my attention to this subtitled Squirmy. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands towards him. Wait. That's not gonna hit the ship, is it?
Burning Hands?
Yeah. I'm doing it in a way like I'm trying to I'm just punching him. Or wait. Can I do something else to scratch that?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna attack him, yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna shield bash him. Just start punching into the bed, trying to clobber him.
Okay.
So it's for the first one. Remember, I get 2 of these. We have to attack first, right?
Yeah.
That would help. 13 hit. Just Squirmy.
13 hits the Squirmy.
Yeah, for 6. No. Do it again. Nice.
$17 also hits.
Yeah, for 7. He's just bashing into the bed.
For 7?
Yeah.
I didn't see any damage roll. I don't see it in the chat either.
I do.
I see it.
I need to refresh.
Yeah, there's a roll there.
Let me refresh. I see the second attack, but I didn't see the damage. And I didn't no dice popped up on the screen for the roll, which means it's having a little ishy boo. There we go. Now we're caught up.
Yeah, that was my attack and bonus action from Shield Basher.
Another 7 kills it for sure. You don't so much damage the ship as enough damage has been done to JJ's bed now that when you slam the shield in, you get the worm, but also get the bed, just collapse it in on itself.
Even though the bed's collapsing in itself, B3 is just gonna make the bed. He's gonna fluff the pillow out. He pulls that blanket over. That's my turn.
Good as new.
Reginald is doing his thing. I'm just gonna remove him from the initiative because he's doing the same thing. He's locking it down. Tabok.
I can just imagine JJ climbing into bed and then falling through a hole.
Oh, time to hit the what? uh, all right. There is one more squirmy in here. The hush squirmy. So I'm gonna take a crack at that. I'm gonna move over and move there, and I'm gonna hit him with my laser gauntlets. One more time. Yikes.
That is a miss.
Hmm.
You
Not
have
much I can
those
do there.
rolls. You have those rolls. You can use them if you need to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have your portent rolls.
Important roll. How do I use those again?
You just decide to you rolled 3 different things. You can decide to use one of those die in lieu of a roll, either yours or an enemy's, whoever.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then how do I make that?
What do you mean?
Do I just click attack again or?
No, if you decide that you want the thing to be a 17, then just like erase it from the description. Like I put it in the description, the rolls that you got in your charm, the charm of prescience.
Oh, yes, yes.
So if you look in there, you'll see it's 10, 17, and 9. So if you decide to
Right.
use, for instance, you get a +4 on the roll, so you could take the 9 or 10, because yeah, 9 plus 4 is 13. That you can hit it with the 9.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So
And then just go into your description for the charm and get rid of the 1. And once you get rid of all 3 of them, delete the charm.
okay. Okay, so then we can just get rid of the 9. Okay, cool. All right, so I got rid of that. So then now
Roll your damage.
roll my damage.
That is 9. 9 damage.
Oh,
Is it?
oh, now it's asking me to 2d6s. What the? Oh, lightning damage. That's
Yeah.
right.
So that is 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just shred this thing. You rip it apart.
Blammo. Okay. Cool. Then let's move on.
Yeah, go ahead, pass the turn. It's Colonel Mustard.
Yeah, it is. Colonel Mustard is going to try and end this long Furby. He wants him gone.
Yep.
The man is old and tired.
That's not a hit.
Ooh, too old and tired. Okay. He's having a really bad war flashback right now.
Yeah, like he sees like this thing like rear up and like have its own like little like teeth that it's like about to, or not the teeth, but it sees like it's starting to like stretch out thin, like it's about to use its tail whip, and yeah, he gets a flashback from the war times.
Oh, the poor man.
Who could possibly truly know what happened in the Star War? The perky long furb. Hold on, I need to do a thing. We need to get rid of this Neldor. And drop in this Neldor. Oh, wait, no. Prototype. Update it here. We'll delete this one. I just need to fix the permission. If it'll let me fix the permission. It's being stubborn. There we go. Configure ownership. Owner. Save. Bring him back out here. Add him to the initiative. His initiative was a 6. And there we go. Now you have a Neldor that actually has like abilities and shit.
Yay!
There's even a little description that ChatGPT made for him in his bio.
Aww. Ledger
Neldor.
Slam. Amazing.
The long Furby grub is still wrapped around him, but is also getting attacked by Squelch, so he's going to use his mini whip on Squelch while still like constricting Neldor. That's a miss. On Neldor's turn, he's going to take a d6 of bludgeoning damage. He takes
Rude.
6.
Rude.
As like he screams out again as this thing is crushing his legs. You hear the audible pops and cracks as like his knees and bones start to break.
No. I imagine he's like yelling in Thieves' Cant to me. Because he gave me that Thieves' Cant ring.
Yeah.
Aww. Okay, let's do... He could do an impromptu monologue. I don't think that would work right now.
No, that's the only one that doesn't do damage. He just charms something with that. I mean, you could try that if you want.
It would be wonderful. Oh no, I really want to try. Okay, no, let's do Ledger Slam. Way better, I think.
The low rolls, no.
9 does not hit. But also makes sense because it's hard to concentrate when your legs are being broken by a strange Furby creature.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
Aelita, it's your turn.
No one messes with my husband.
I mean, that's not entirely true because I'm messing with him right now.
Okay, well, you do, 'cause
Neldor's
that's,
not doing so great.
Pretty
that's kind of your
successfully.
job.
Yeah. It's kind of the benefit of being all the bad guys.
Yeah. Bonus action dash. Whoa. Okay. No.
Well, bonus action dash. You're not a
Yeah,
thief.
I can't do that? Oh, I thought that was a thing.
No,
Never mind.
Only rogues.
Oh.
You can use your
Fine.
action to dash.
Yeah, same thing. That's what I mean.
The other action, you know.
Yeah. You know.
The other one.
Okay, we're close enough. We can hopefully help him next time.
You need a long range move, Aelita. You need some. You have a longbow.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, but I was kind of in a weird spot. I wouldn't have really been able to have hit him from where I was.
Yeah, she was around the corner before she used her
Yeah.
action to continue the move. So
Oh, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
So
We'll remove Tink from the initiative because he's just doing his thing.
making smoothie worms.
Making worm smoothies, yeah. Johnathan.
Johnathan.
All right. I'm just gonna keep trying to get over there. I'm gonna dash over there. So that means I'd be able to move 80. Is that 16 squares?
Yes. $60, $65, $70. But you won't be able to move
But I
past the
can't be
long
there.
Furby.
So I'm just gonna stand right here then. All right. And I'm going to. That's everything I can do, right? Because that was
because you used your
my.
action to dash, yeah.
Yep.
Unless you have a bonus action of some kind.
Oh, I should have Misty stepped. Fuck. I have that now. That's a bonus action.
It still wouldn't it wouldn't change the situation you're in now.
Yeah.
Because he still would have had you use your action to dash from where you were.
To get
right?
to where, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Do I have anything else as a bonus action? Do. It does not. Ooh. Are any of us injured? Meldor's injured, but I can't. Oh, wait, that's it. Oh, hell yeah. Can I cast Healing Word on Neldor? Is he within 60 feet of me?
Yes, he is, and yes, you
All right.
can.
Hell yeah. I'm going to heal Neldor and be like, please stop being mad at me for being friends with your wife.
All of a sudden, you just hear Aelita, what?
I said I had so much fun making friendship bracelets with your wife.
He gets this like stoic looks on his face, and he's like, "I'm not mad at you. Why would I be mad at you?"
Oh, I don't like that.
And it's like the wounds start to close, and he starts to heal. He's like, "Thanks, JJ."
Of course, Neldor. You're my friend too.
Anything else?
Nope, that's the end of my turn.
Sir Squelch.
So Squelch is gonna breathe some noxious fumes into this perky bastard's face. Make me a con save.
I don't wanna. It fails.
Oh.
Good.
Wait, no. Good. It's good.
And it's dead.
Takes 8 points of poison damage.
You breathe this noxious gas into this thing's face, and you watch as it kind of like it breathes it in, and it does that loud squeal in your head, and then like kind of swells a little bit, and swells a little bit more, and then bursts like a balloon and explodes.
That's right, you fuzzy bastard.
Is Nelder covered in icky stuff now?
Yeah, and like Squelch would be if he wasn't a slime, but it just kind of like looks into him.
Ew.
Hard to tell. He's got stuff on him. He's already fairly moist looking.
I'm gonna end combat here because this last one is not like you guys are gonna gang fuck this thing now.
Yeah.
Get him, Colonel Mustard.
Yeah. Colonel Mustard fully just engulfs him and like swallows him until like there's just those like beady eyes left that just like pop out of his mouth and drop onto the ground.
Disgusting. So, are you telling me Colonel Mustard is a cannibal?
Yeah.
I
Was
guess
that-
war really will change a person.
Yeah, war is hell.
Oh my gosh.
War never changes.
You hear Reginald over the comm say, we've managed to push most of these things into the bottom of the tub. Tink has been grinding them through. Is just about to flush the system.
Great.
Fantastic.
So what were those things? Especially the things that you were just fighting?
Hell if I know. They were, I don't know, you were yelling about worms, and then we had these things.
Those are
I-
worse than what we had.
They were? You had different worms?
Yeah, ours were tinier and sticky.
Well, I don't know how these ones got so much bigger. But I don't know, something happened to accelerate their growth, I suppose.
And they were in Johnathan's room?
My
I
sea
don't know what that's
monkeys.
about.
I don't think that was a sea monkey.
No, they were.
My sea
They're far worse.
monkeys.
Your sea monkeys tried to eat the ship.
They hurt
And
my
us.
husband.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
speaking of
realize
which,
they were capable of such violence.
Speaking of which, I'm going to touch up Neldor for some healing with my healer's kit. To treat his wounds. I think it's 5 points of healing.
Yeah, I'll bring him back to full.
Poor Huey Lewis in the news.
Doc Squelch on the kid.
I think that Nelder in this moment decides that he wants to be a wizard. Just in case.
And with that, why don't we take a 5-minute break? We're getting close to the end of session anyway, but we'll determine your next steps now that you've kind of saved your ship.
Neldor needs to
Kind
study
of.
some magic.
Oh, and
Yeah.
somebody's got to go check on Gretchen. Yeah, Gretchen's
mean-
just like.
Yeah.
She's just chilling, watching her TV.
Being a wizard, it's just fighting with knowledge and books. I mean, he's
He's
Halfway
perfect.
there.
He'll pick that up.
Okay, see y'all soon.
You know, when I used starships and space worms as a resource, this is not what I thought. It's not what I thought would happen. You should be. And I'm really sorry because you still haven't seen what happened to the raven yet. I told you you shouldn't have named it.
Named her and gave her pronouns. She has hobbies. She likes to try to knit. It's very difficult because she has no hands.
Yeah.
Jimson gets very attached to animals very quickly. Also, yes, he named the sea monkeys Huey Lewis in the news. The first one was Huey, the second one was Lewis, and then all the rest collectively were the news. Yeah. Oh, I wish you did too. It never came up in topic. You never asked me if I named them. I'm not judging. I'm just noticing. I'm noticing that all the time.
I need so much. But I clean up my feet, don't worry. Would you rather me not tell you? Keeping you informed. It's for your information. Yours only. There's a chance I might have. No, all of the shows you beat on the seats. You boxed me, though, Didn't you just put chocolate bars in the freezer? Sure, I thought it looked like you had multiple. I think there's still chocolate that we haven't eaten as well. Let's see what's in the thing with the goodies. Oh, look at these cute babies. Sorry, I'm talking about you, Toki. Too cute. So what we have is Twix and knockoff Twix. Yeah. It's a crispy delight. It's like Twix but with like cookies. These are the knockoff Twix. Oh, these are also knockoff Twix. These are something else. These are like knockoff. Those like cookies. Oh, yeah.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Okay, everybody's back.
Yeah.
Where is? Let's bring the screen back for everybody. There we go. So concluding this, Colonel Mustard is having war flashbacks. Like, he just gets like super quiet and kind of like stares off into the distance. Jev just like picks him up and is like, I'm just gonna bring him to a comfy spot. You are muted, Aelita.
Good call.
And you are left with a fucking ship full of, like, all of the spots where these little worms are have, like, these big acid burned holes in them. It looks like they've eaten and chewed away at the ship. Johnathan, Jimson, you can attempt to, like, use mending on these spots, but, like, it'll be, like, each hole is, like, 1 HP, so it'll take you quite a while to get at everything in the ship, and even then, you think, like, there's damage within the ship that you can't get to.
Do we have anyone that's trained in mechanics on board?
No. Mindell was almost a mechanic.
Yeah, we tried.
Shit. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll start
Yeah, I'm
working on the
kind
things
of
that I think. Oh,
trained. Proficient at least, not trained.
Are you proficient in mechanics? So the beef.
okay.
I thought I was, but no, yeah, beefy.
Well, can B3 and I work together to do stuff? Like, I can work on, like, the surface stuff that I can get to, and, like, he can do the stuff that, like, requires more mechanic ability.
B3, give me a mechanics check.
I'll smack Tink to get in here too.
Yeah, do it with advantage. That's good.
And I can temporarily get myself the mending
Okay.
cantrip for 8 hours with my all-purpose tools. And
Okay.
Nice. Same thing.
while I'm not specifically trained in mechanics, I can, I am an artificer. I can kind of, tinker around and work on it a bit.
Sure.
18 twice.
B3, especially with the help of Tink, you know where the damage is underneath the floorboards, and you know which spots to be able to like you basically cut in, lift up the floorboard, make the repair, and then like reset the floorboard again. And with these two using mending, you're easily able to like mend those spots so that you don't have to do any like actual like grouting or any of that shit. Just like repairs it with magic. Go ahead and so I'm just gonna give it to you that you heal the ships. It's not a whole lot of damage. But it was almost at half. The crown was at 21 out of 40 by the end of that combat.
Like blowtorch pops out as I'm fixing the ship, and the little sunglasses pop out.
No
Oh,
more
cool
Orbeez
guy.
ever.
Where did those even come from? No, from Neldor. So where did those
well,
come from?
Do you remember when we had all of those people on the ship that you had to unfortunately entertain?
Yes.
When they were leaving, one of them said, "Hey, there's Orbeez in your tub." So I don't know if he put them there. I don't know if some sort of giant worm laid them. Those big ones kind of looked like Colonel Mustard. I don't know what this is. we can't really talk to Colonel Mustard right now. He's going through it.
Yeah, like he seemed to know them.
Yeah, I don't know. They almost looked related to him.
Do you think Colonel Mustard put them in the hot tub? Like, why would people?
Do you think he laid eggs in our hot tub?
Can Colonel Mustard lay eggs? Is that? What?
I don't
You never
know.
told me that he could lay eggs, honey.
Hey, he is a free man. I don't ask about his egg-laying abilities.
Neldor looks like visibly disturbed. He's like, has he laid eggs? I think we need to get to the bottom of this.
I don't think he can. Did he fertilize the eggs?
I don't want to think about that either. That's unhinged.
I don't
I
know
don't know.
if he
He
laid
was
the
killed.
eggs or fertilized the eggs.
Was he interacting with them? We saw him bite one. He killed one.
He ate one.
Is he eating his offsprings potentially?
I mean,
Oh,
these things
God.
happen in nature sometimes. But still, that's weird.
Reginald comes out with the Raven to you, Johnathan, and he's like, I don't know what's wrong with her. And she is kind of like squawking. Just like, ah! Ah! Ah!
She has acid reflux now.
And as she's starting to like kind of like, it's almost like she's choking on whatever's happening, you see that one of the worms pops out of the mouth. She goes to try and swallow it back in. Her stomach like expands and then it just explodes into a cloud of feathers.
Bernadette.
Or just went pop.
That's
Um,
Alright.
that's
No
not
eating the
good.
worms.
did
Unless
Okay,
you're
but
Colonel Mustard, apparently.
eh, is the other one still alive? The worm that just popped out?
No, like it all exploded.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't know what just happened.
First Huey Lewis in the news, and now Bernadette. This is a terrible day.
What is a Huey Lewis in the news?
That's what I named my sea monkeys. The first one was Huey, the second one was Lewis, and the rest of them were collectively the news.
Okay. What did you do to them?
I just put them in a little fishbowl and gave them some of my food and told them that I loved them and that I couldn't wait to see them grow up into big sea monkeys.
Oh, well, they grew.
They took that to heart. They grew up fast.
This thing's got really
Well,
huge.
it's amazing what a nurturing environment will do for a child.
I don't think those count as children.
Johnathan, add 5 points to your points card.
Gladly.
So wait, you and Colonel Mustard, the parents? I'm lost here, Mr. Jimson.
I mean, I adopted them, like adoptive parents, you know?
I don't know if Colonel Mustard has anything to do with this. Maybe they're just related to him.
It could be.
Well,
But if Colonel
don't know.
Mustard doesn't have anything to do with this, that means that somebody planted those there.
Yeah.
Were we sabotaged?
Yeah, by one of those people on the space station that we thought were friends.
Oh, maybe they didn't know what it would become.
Maybe they just had like a parasite.
Like
Yeah, maybe.
they ate them, or like there were some inside of somebody. Are you saying
That
somebody
makes
shit?
it worse.
Squelch, are you trying to imply that somebody shit in the hot tub?
I
Aw,
don't know.
come on.
All
Don't
we,
do
all we
that.
know is like we left the ship. A bunch of
We
stuff happened
did
on the
that.
ship. We came back, and then there was Orby things in the hot tub. We don't
Okay,
know exactly where they came from or
I
how
think
they
what
got
we need
there.
to do is, Tabok, when you get a moment, can you please look into this and see how these things, what their life cycle is, more about them? Maybe we can then figure out where they came from?
Also,
Yeah, I mean, I can do it. I'll do what I can.
Also, going forward, I suggest we install security cameras
In the bathroom?
in a lot of places. Really, I
Maybe
mean,
going in and out of the bathroom, or at the entrance, not maybe in the bathroom.
like maybe not in the shitter itself, but like
I can tell
if we
you
actually-
that as a hacker, putting a camera in the bathroom violates so many laws. Like, trust me, that you don't want to do that.
Jeff pipes up, he's like, wait, but isn't there already a camera above the hot tub? How else did we get those angles?
Oh my!
Well, I stand thoroughly corrected.
You know, we turn those off though when they're not in use.
Yeah, but maybe I've said too much. I'm gonna go check on the colonel.
Good idea. Try to find out if he lays eggs. Do it in a nice way though. I don't know.
Wait, does he talk? Jeff's like,
Um,
I've never heard him talk.
He does mimicry. Let's see here. Oh, he only speaks through mimicry.
Mustard, are you okay?
So-
Okay.
I mean, best I can do is we've still got like goop from. Do we still have like remains of some of these wormy
Oh yeah,
things?
100%. This place is covered
I mean,
in
I
it.
There's
I
a
mean, I don't
smoothie in
ha-
the bathtub.
And
I don't have-
eyeballs. There's fucking the only thing after Colonel Mustard ate that one worm was left was eyeballs.
I can't do scans, but like I could potentially compare the worms and get a sample of Colonel Mustard's DNA and see if they're related.
Squelch is going to do a DNA test. As long as you get consent from Colonel Mustard.
Oh, of course.
When it comes to the case of 3,000 Norbies in the hot tub, Colonel Mustard, you are the father. I hope that's not what we come to. That wasn't entirely too much Maury as a kid.
That's fair.
We'll see if Colonel Mustard is the father or the mother. 'Cause we don't know. We don't know how their biology works. I
The
mean, maybe both.
parent?
It could be some sort of asexual reproduction their species has. We don't know.
I mean, you've got like actual like DNA of these creatures along with Tabok's
Yeah.
Tabok, give me a computers check. Let's get some hacking going on.
Okay, let me put down the
Sorry,
boy
Rudiger.
Rudiger decided he needed to be held. All right, computers check. Let's go. Blurp.
That's a good roll. Tabok, with enough research, you find a couple things. You find that these are not related to Colonel Mustard in that, like, he didn't birth them, but they are of the same kind of genus species. This might be where Colonel Mustard started. He might have started out like a little egg, just like that. But nobody has ever heard, like, there's not a whole lot about it being like turning into those worm things, except for when exposed to small bits of radiation.
Johnathan?
Hmm.
Were you feeding them squankies?
Just the knockoff squinkies that Squelch makes.
Uh-oh.
He's a doctor. Well, and a chef. But I mean,
Yeah, he's a doctor, so it should be, in theory, healthy-ish.
You additionally find details of the Star Wars, where there were like looking into Colonel Mustard's history. The reason why he's a war hero because he wasn't the only Furby out there, and it looks like there were opposing sides where like he did have to fight his own kind, which would explain what he's going through right now. The last thing you
Yeah.
hear about these creatures is that there was a report on the Ouroboros Medical Center of one of their patients having these in their body. They ate them thinking they were candy.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
They pooped in our hot tub?
They threw up in your hot tub.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that checks. With the amount of drinking that was probably going on, that's okay.
Oh,
That's fair.
Well, at least it wasn't poop.
yeah. We're gonna really have to clean that hot tub well.
So we clarified that Colonel Mustard was not the parent of these particular
Fantastic.
ones. Distant relations. Good. That's good to know.
Colonel Mustard, you are not the father.
I feel like that would really screw him up.
And now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, yeah, it's like I could make up the knockoff squengies, but I did find a small amount of the actual squengy secret
Oh,
sauce at that
yes.
first station. So I do have a small amount of legit squengy sauce on hand. So it's entirely possible that there maybe was some trace radiation in that squenkies that she fed them.
Maybe.
Very
maybe.
interesting.
Because I did have that one batch that I found, as well as the recipe.
As you speculate and all kind of converse about the situation that happened, we zoom out. You are parked in the Grixio shipyard kind of parking lot. And as your ship is expelling the last of its waste, you see, well, you don't see, but the audience sees a couple of the little worms start to wriggle into kind of some strange blackish liquid that appears to have spilled out of another ship, grow small wings, and fly off
Oh
into
no!
the night.
Oh.
And that is
I
where we're
hate you
going
so
to
much.
end our session for tonight.
I freaking knew we were gonna get space Furbies later if we let them out in the.
They have
with the waste.
wings!
Damn it!
I'm
Red Bull does
excited.
give you wings.
They're gonna be so cute and terrifying.
Oh,
For
I
every-
tried so
I
hard to
know.
give mine wings.
For everybody who is tuning in at home, thank you so much for watching. We will be back at it next week for more shenanigans where they're probably gonna do a bounty hunt now. But
Probably.
if you want more space shenanigans, tune in on Wednesday where we have Sea of Stars, the Moldy Crow, where they're dealing with a little bit of a darker situation. And if you're looking to get into a little bit of fantasy, so we're going to be off for a couple weeks, but we do have Cleaning Crew. Now is the perfect time to go over to the YouTube channel and go check that out. It's youtube.com/badhairgaming. Go watch some of the old videos and maybe that'll tide you over, or if you need to catch up, it's a great way to do that too. But that's it for us for now. We love every single one of you. Hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening wherever you are, and as always, power to the players. Have a great night.